So hello, this is Jonas from the team Code Baristas, and I want to showcase you our project for the first Alephium Hackathon. Um, our core focus was the Blockflow visualizer, so we visualized the sharding algorithm of Alephium in 3D. Now, when you enter our app, uh, you are greeted with a picture like this. So the lines you see here are the dependencies between the blocks, and each block is fetched in real time from our backend. So we created a WebSocket which publishes new blocks when they are minted. And yeah, as you can see here, the blocks pop up in this 3D model. They are color coded depending on the chain, the origin and the destination chain. So when you hover over one, for example this one here, in the bottom left you can see all the information for the block. So for this block, for example, it's from chain 0 and goes to chain 3. And for example, the orange one here, this is an intra-group block from chain 0 to chain 0. So whenever a new block is mined, it has its dependency lines updated to the previous blocks, and then the whole structure expands and expands to the top. Yeah, you got full orbit control, so you can fly through the scene. You can scroll in, move out, turn around, whatever you want to do. When you click on a block, then you are redirected to the Explorer frontend of Alephium, where you can inspect even more data. Yeah, and that's about it. You can customize your experience, so you can, for example, disable all the log boxes here to make it more clear. You can turn on post-processing if your device allows for that. So it takes some more resources, but it makes the scene look much cooler. And then you can just chill out and watch it grow, the whole thing here. In the top left, you have a redirect to the source code. I also included a Blockflow explanation, so it's the short form. And when you click on Take Me Deeper, you are redirected to the Medium article from Alephium, where it's explained more in depth. And the short controls explained for the PC users. So everything also works on mobile devices. It's fully compatible. And yeah, that's about the Blockflow app. Now, what we have done is we created a README file here where we talk about the project, what did we do, the technical architecture from the front end, server and backend, and we included the outlook, what can be improved, what are steps for the future. And then we pinned 4 repositories. So the first one is the Alephium visualizer frontend. Here you have the whole code for our frontend application. It's deployed on Vercel and accessible via visualizer.elf.land. We have the stats dashboard frontend, which is this application right here. This is just a proof of concept we did. So we fetch static data from the Explorer backend and just visualize it here. It's deployed also on Vercel and rendered on the server to make it very fast and accessible. We have some color toggles here. And this is a proof of concept. It can be expanded to talk to third-party libraries or endpoints, and we use our backend app to rate limit these things and collect all the data. Then we have the Alephium stats backend. So this is done with fast API, Redis, Celery. So we fetch data from the backend Explorer. We have a full node and the Explorer backend running on our servers. And we fetch the data from here, and then we publish blocks one by one through a WebSocket, which is also accessible for other developers as well. So if, for example, another developer wants to do something with the data and tries to get them one by one, he can just subscribe to our WebSocket. We've also implemented a mock database for our stats backend because in the future we could make a visualization of how different stats here have evolved over the time. So for example, for the hash rate, how much percent did it go up or something. Yep. Then we also exposed the whole backend through Open API. So these are our endpoints. We also created a client for TypeScript in this case, which is used by the front end and can be used by other developers as well. So in the future, we can expand this as well and create more wrapper functions for our endpoints. Yeah. And that's about it. So that's the project we've built. Our focus was the 3D visualizer, and the all stats is our proof of concept. The whole source code is open source, so everyone can access it. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the app, and I can't wait to hear your feedback. Thank you very much.